Hi and welcome to this video. And yeah, it's me in the same space, which is I take videos, I record them in my kitchen, and this is just, it was a bit messy on the other side, so I just needed to create this video in an easy way and just sit down when I felt inspired. So this is some more personal just video that just came down to me, and I've been feeling a little bit of resistance, a little bit of a still stand, a little bit of I think it's just the natural ebb and flow of being creative and creating content from the heart. It doesn't always, it's not like AI that can just or a machine that can just produce true authentic content just like that. So I've been going through my own process lately of things not being really super easy, really questioning what really matters, what do I really want to focus on, and how do I want to do it. So, and usually those kind of processes, it's like, it's a process. It doesn't just happen like that. It takes time, and it takes some searching, and it takes some looking and perhaps being confused and so on. So that's where I've been at, and it's been heavy on my system. Perhaps you can see it on me as well. I certainly can. When I look in the mirror, I can see that I'm going through something that is a shift, a change, a renewal. But a renewal means that you are going out of something that's kept you comfortable and stepping into a new skin, a new version of yourself. And what is really important to my heart is that it's an authentic version. It's a more, I think it's to do with the age, that when I was younger, I could deviate from my true self more. And in fact, I didn't even know who I was for a long time before I had a lot of therapy and help and so on, and my own process to come home to myself and find myself and live my true life the way it had to be. So I was in a different career which didn't fit me. I was around people who didn't understand me. I really struggled to fit in anywhere, and with a lot of self-blame, like I had grown up with, that I thought then there must be something wrong with me. And I didn't realize until much later that no, there's nothing wrong with me. It's just that I never got to be me. I never got help to connect with myself. So I got completely lost from who I was. But I've had a whole process of coming back to myself, which I'm really, really happy about. And yeah, I'm sure you can relate to this, having grown up with a narcissistic mother. We get so lost. And we develop survival selves, and then there are aspects of us that really are banished, are completely unacceptable by our mothers and then by us. And it's just not, everything that we are, at least seen from I've never, as a therapist, actually come across anything in anyone over all these years that I work with, decades of working with people. I've never come across anything that I could not accept and have empathy for. I think there are of course, without going into all of that, people can get off path. And things can get distorted, energies can get distorted and dark and so on. I'm not talking about any of that. I'm talking about being truthful to who we are. Yeah, I got a little bit lost there, but So I'm in a process of looking for the next layer of myself, stepping into that, really at the same time. Sometimes that's just a process that has to take its time, and then there's also the fact of having to shut some doors before new ones will be opened. So yeah, so I'm going through that process, and I was reading something that Rebecca Campbell, who's a spiritual teacher, wrote about the soul's aching. That I mean, a lot of our lives, if we're not in tune with the deeper aspect of ourselves, the more spiritual soul, our soul, then we can live in a personality, we can live in our story, we can live in survival mode, our story, materialistic world, the mind and emotions. But the thing is that there is another aspect of ourselves, which is our spiritual, our real deep, real core of our essence, of our being. And that spiritual part of ourselves, that soul part of us, doesn't necessarily have the same desires and longings that we do as on our personality level. So we can get off track from it. And it's really important to try to connect with that part of ourselves, because well, of course it depends on what you believe, but if you're watching this video, then I just imagine that you have a sense of what or perhaps you have a clear understanding of it, but on some level you resonate with it, and it speaks to you, and it's putting words on something that really gives a lot of meaning to you. I know for me it does, so there is our soul, and it has an ache. That's what Rebecca Campbell was talking about. It has an ache, a special kind of ache, because of what it wants to live and what it wants to express, what its needs are, and so on. And it's like a quiet ache underneath throughout our lives, and we can shut it off because we get so busy with our lives in the here and now, or we can listen to it and take it seriously. And that is my path of, that's what I'm doing. I'm not gonna say it's all easy, it's not, because it really means, it does mean a lot of qualities, like taking yourself seriously to such a level. It means taking responsibility for your life. It means, which we all try to do, but like deeply. And yeah, so I know that inside of me is a deep longing for freedom. Freedom and being myself is like one of these longings that are just tremendous. And so that's what I'm battling with at the moment, and that's why this video had to be different than the other videos. And I actually talked to my soul and asked it for some direction, and that's what it said: go and make this video today. So perhaps this video has a deeper message to you there watching it. Perhaps you need to hear it. You or someone else, someone needs to hear this message, and that's why I'm making it. And I'm following my heart, not my logical smaller self, and it doesn't always feel easy. You don't always know what's coming. Don't always know how things are going to be, but it just felt really, really important to create this video. And I'm going to take a long weekend in just a few hours. I'm really looking forward to that, and then I'll be back and creating more videos. But there's going to be a week, I think, until next time, because I needed to recuperate. But thank you for having watched all this time to here, and I hope this has given you something really good. And check in with your heart. What does your soul really ache for? You know, just ask. Just be quiet with yourself. Put your hand on your heart and ask for some guidance, and see if you get an answer. I did. It was to create this video, and maybe it was for you. Take care. Have a beautiful day, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.